right. All right. Okay, we got a lot of people in here already. Pigeon, Gat Mike, T-Man, Nicholas, Ghost, Austin, James, Pigeon, Bud, Brandon, Insidious, Robert. Okay, so obviously today's not a good day. It's not a good weekend. This has been a terrible weekend. I'm not happy. And no, Austin. It's not even the worst one of the last 3 years. Washi, welcome. Dylan, welcome. Aiden, welcome. I feel like this offseason either Russ has to get traded or Pete Carroll has to go. Period. Captain Rex, ask that in the Discord, not here. I know, Pigeon. Like, Mike Holmgren would bench Matt Hasselbeck pretty frequently. Mike Holmgren benched Matt Hasselbeck on a couple of occasions when Matt Hasselbeck was sucking. Because he was like, I don't care if you're my guy. Right now you're playing like crap. You're out. I'll win this game with another QB. So why can't you bench Wilson for a half or a game? Are you shitting me? They really got Steve Kornacki to do the NFC playoff picture. I think you have to do something. I think either Pete has to go or Russ has to go. I don't think you can keep both. Maybe you can get away with keeping them both and getting rid of Schottenheimer. Monkey, that's not true. He was not getting pressured every other play. And most of the pressures are his fault because he doesn't know how to maneuver the pocket. He literally, sometimes just turtles up and basically lets himself get sacked most of the time. Game power. Chaotic, you're crazy. Jordan Brooks isn't even good. He's okay. He makes occasional good plays, but I think he was a big part of the problem on those big run plays we allowed. Robert, I mean, I wanted to kick a field goal, obviously, but that's not why we lost this game. I think Jamal Adams played good today. Yeah, I'm actually really getting sick of Russ. I'm tired of it, and usually I hate garbage like this. I hate saying stuff like this, but I wonder if the off-field stuff is actually making him a worse player. Wonder if this let Russ cook branding bullcrap actually did get to his head, and I don't know. By the way, chat is moving really fast right now, so I'm not going to be able to address most of these comments. I'm going to do what I can. Yeah, pretty much, Aaron. I agree with you. I'm going to do what I can, but if you have a comment you really want to get read, you're going to probably have to super chat it because this is coming in so fast. And also, I already said this in my video. Why is Wilson talking about oh, I want to own the Seahawks when I retire? Are you going to retire next year? Are you retiring this offseason? No? Then shut the hell up and go play football. I don't want to hear what you're going to do in 10 or 15 years. How about you play football first? No, Aaron, I didn't. I know what Russell said about it. I don't know what Pete said about it. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with Russ. He's on his own. I'm done with Russ, and I'm going to have to take the L on the whole let Russ cook thing. Russell Wilson is not good enough to be the focal point of this offense. I have to admit it at this point. I don't know what else I can say. You need to grab his nuts and squeeze him really hard and tell him you got to just manage the game. That's all I can think of at this point. I don't care about the games in September. Who gives a crap what he does in September? And look, I'm not saying that. I mean, with a different offensive coordinator, he could be a much better player. It's possible. But as a player, there are things you can do to overcome a bad play caller. You just go out there and execute better. No, the offensive line was not that bad. Gino probably would have won the game today. Gino could have maybe avoided turnovers. Gino could have handed the ball off 40 times and let Carson kill it. Yeah, I'm done with Wilson. Straight up, if we traded him this offseason, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even be mad. If we could trade him to New York or Jacksonville or something, I'm not saying that I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know. But I'm really done with him. He can go try to be Mr. Unlimited in a city like Jacksonville, see how that works for him. I can't he's on his own. He's too old to be doing stupid shit. Like those sacks he takes where he runs backwards because he thinks he can outrun everybody. The offensive line is not bad, guys. This offensive line played okay today. Yeah, it's not perfect. Duh. We have Jamarco Jones out there. But guess what? Do you know why it's not perfect? Because we gave all that money to Wilson. Maybe, Aaron. Maybe. Our offensive line is fine, guys. Our last week it was bad. Against the Eagles, it was bad. I'll give you that. It was bad against the Eagles. Look, Money's Huddle, I'm not saying cut Wilson. Well, no, we gave $35 million to Russell Wilson because at the time it looked like he was worth it. The way he was playing, it was fine. I understood it. I get it. Okay, and I've never had a problem with all the money Wilson was making because he was performing well. But now I'm looking at all these games where he's going out there and just sucking. And I'm like, I can't defend him anymore. Right now I see a dude who's gotten paid and doesn't care no more. But, you know, I'm telling you, next year, unless this team makes it to the NFC title game or the Super Bowl or whatever, which right now I don't see how. I've kind of already given up on this season, guys. I've kind of given up on this season. I really have. But if we don't do that, then Pete goes or Russ goes. I don't see any other way this ends. Maybe it's just Schottenheimer, but I feel like you can't keep Pete and Russ. That's honestly what I feel like. I mean, I'm going to watch the games and see what happens, but I don't know. It's bad right now, guys. It's bad right now, guys. And look, I don't need Wilson to win MVP in order to justify his contract. I need him to not go out there and blow the game. And he's blown too many games this year. He blew the game against the Rams. He blew the game today. He kind of blew the game against the Bills. I'm not going to put that all on him, but he didn't play very well. Ryguy, thank you for the $5. The Russ contract might be the worst contract in the league right now. Well, we can't get out of it for a while. I mean, the Garoppolo contract's not that bad because Garoppolo you can get out of after this year. But Wentz is a much worse contract. Yeah, Wentz is still worse. Eric, 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 I am sick of that shit. I'm sick of people saying that garbage. You're not going to get somebody better than Wilson, but you could theoretically get a QB you're paying 10% of what you're paying Wilson and get, 70% of the play. And then you use that money on other stuff. You can do that. I hate it when people say, I want to do something different. And then somebody else goes, well, who are you going to get? How are you going to know unless you try? Brandon, thank you for the $5. This team should not be this dysfunctional with this amount of talent. We put all our eggs in the basket to win the next couple of years. Yeah. Yeah, I have never said anything bad about Wilson's contract until now because he was playing good until now. Wilson's a QB making $35 million a year. He has to own that. I mean, look, if we have to make a decision between Wilson and Pete this offseason, which I honestly think we will do, I think. Yeah, I know we got a lot of people in here, but nobody's liking the stream. You guys are lazy mofos. Jeez. Like, how do you get 12 men on the field penalties in week 13? It's week 13. Yeah, I know, Fabio. That's another thing. Here's the thing with Wilson. I'm starting to think he's not. I think he's dumb. I think he's a dumb football player, and I think he got by on his talent and athleticism for a long time. And now he doesn't have that anymore. And now him being stupid is killing him. Um, that's why he's taking these sacks. That's why he's checking it down on 3rd and long. That's why he's. I think he might just be a low IQ player. I don't know how else to put it right now. I think he's just dumb, football dumb. I know he's smart in real life because he married Sierra and he's got all this business stuff going on and he's got all these good investments and he's going to be a billionaire after he retires, quite possibly. But in terms of football, maybe he's just dumb. Money Tuttle, he did that against the Falcons and Cowboys and Patriots defense. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I whatever you think of Wilson, like if you guys like Wilson, that's fine. That's fine. If you're not putting any of this on Wilson, whatever. That's cool. I really think you have to break it up. You have to get rid of Pete or you have to get rid of Wilson. And I would rather get rid of Pete just because he's so old. And I've seen Wilson be good. Wilson is not injured. Wilson is not injured. I'm tired of that excuse. I don't want to hear that anymore. If he was injured, he would not be out there. Do you think the Seahawks would put their $140 million man out there at QB? Eric, we are not going to the Super Bowl this year. Ryguy, thank you for the $2. Hot take. We're going 8-8. I think I'm sure we're gonna beat the Jets. Past that, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. If they make the NFC title game, then I'll reevaluate. But if they make the NFC title game, that means they had a pretty good season. So that might be something I'm willing to be like, okay, the team made good strides. The team's moving in the right direction. They got it together. Yeah, we're going to beat the Jets. Past that, I don't know. But like even today, it's not like we got blasted, but it's still just embarrassing. If we lose to the Jets, somebody gets fired. It might be worth it, honestly. All right, we got 85 people in the stream. 85. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Please like the stream if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Also, click the join button down below to become a member. I can't do free hats every time we get 85 people in here, Y2K. We usually get this many people post-game. Yeah, the Giants aren't that bad. I understand that. But they still have their backup QB in there. I don't want to hear that. Oh, yeah, if we go to a Super Bowl, I will do free hats. Guys, don't mind Ryguy. He's trolling. Yeah, I'll do free hats if we make the Super Bowl. Yeah. Guys, Ryguy's trolling. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The Saints are undefeated with Taysom Hill. We lose our right tackle and we can't win a freaking game. Yeah, Wilson's officially on my shit list. Yeah, Wilson, he's on his own. I'm not defending him anymore. I'm done. Well, Chris Carson. Adams played fine today. Forget Philip Dorsett. Pretend he's not on the team. No, this is not one game. You guys need to watch more games than you guys have the memory of a goldfish sometimes. Wilson has not played a good game in a long time in football terms. Yeah, honestly, guys, I mean, I know we're going to make the playoffs. We're definitely making the playoffs. But I'm done. I'm already done on this season. I think this season, forget it. Like this ain't it. This team ain't it. So I'm thinking about what we can do next year to salvage this situation already. And I don't see how you don't make a major shakeup. You have to get rid of Pete or you have to get rid of Wilson. You cannot keep both. I don't think those guys like each other. I am starting to wonder. Schneider, I mean, I don't know if firing Schneider would necessarily fix anything. I mean, maybe you could say just fire Schottenheimer. But the problem is the only offensive coordinators we're going to ever hire are going to be guys who do what Pete wants them to do. So we're going to have the same kind of boring and stale offensive system. Money's huddle, then we could tank and get a good pick. Don't you guys don't you guys understand, like, we're kind of stuck in purgatory right now? We're not good enough to win to compete for a Super Bowl, but we're not bad enough to get people fired. That's not a good place to be. Okay? Okay, yeah, Y2K, I know that, but in general, generally speaking, this idea of, like, we're still going to make the playoffs. We might win one playoff game. We're going to get to 10 wins. Like, I don't care. Why does anybody think that's valuable? Maybe it's valuable if we had some rookie QB, but it's not valuable when you have a QB making $140 million. Steven, no, we don't have first round picks for 2 years. I mean, look, if we have to make a decision between getting rid of Wilson or getting rid of Carroll, I would definitely get rid of Carroll because Carroll's old. Yeah, I know we don't have picks, guys, but I'm saying in general, you'd rather be terrible than mediocre. And even without picks, I don't want to just keep being an above average to good team every year. You guys, here's the thing. You guys got to realize this. We have a crap schedule this year. We're not playing the best teams in the league. If we cannot take advantage of this schedule to get a top seed, then there's something wrong with the machine. Rip, welcome to the stream. Guys in the chat, I see you guys trying to tag me, but the chat is moving so fast. It's honestly not going to work that well. So again, I'm doing my best, but you guys tagging me isn't really going to make it more or less likely that I see your comment or not. Yeah, I'm starting to get irritated. I'm starting to get irritated with Wilson for sure. I've the last couple of years I've pretty much always been in his corner, but he's on his own. I'm done. I'm done. He's not concussed, Aaron. That's booger eating stuff. That's just like, I'll make any excuse. I'll make any excuse so I don't have to criticize my favorite player. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. No, Derek Sanchez, that trade was terrible. And again, I've said this so many damn times. Jamal Adams is a phenomenal player and is absolutely worth that draft capital, but we don't know how to use him for a great defense yet. So what's the point? Yeah, JS, that's a good point too. Maybe we just don't trust him yet. Well, yeah, Max, that kind of stuff is just such a cop out. Like, on to the next game. We lost to the Giants with their backup QB, but it's okay. Like, okay, you lose a game that blows the 1 seed for you, and you're going to say, well, let's go beat the Jets, the worst team in the league by far. Like, that'll make everything better if we beat the Jets. No. Guys, you guys are trying to pump sunshine into this right now, okay? We just tricked off the 1 seed. We had a great chance to get the number 1 seed in the NFC, get a first round bye, and we tricked it off. And you guys are saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. Have you seen any reason to believe this team can go on the road and win a bunch of games to make the Super Bowl in the playoffs? No. It's not happening. Guys, Ryguy is trolling, okay? Seriously? Some of the stuff, he is trolling, but yeah, I'm not going to be positive about this stuff. Well, yeah, introverted. That's kind of how it works for everybody. No, he's not an elite passer. I don't. Yeah, 110 people in chat. 112. Pretty cool. Aiden, thank you for the $2.79. We sacrificed D for O, and now it's reversed. I know. Michael, he's just Michael, the only thing that mods do is ban 49ers fans that come in here to flood chat. That's the only thing, right? That's the only thing my mods do, okay? Y2K, you may see me stream Disgaea 6 when it comes out eventually. Yeah, Max, I want all new coaches next year. I don't want any of these coaches back. And you guys need to understand something. If we go out in the first round of the playoffs or the second round, we went all in to do nothing. Think about that, guys. We went all in, the Jamal Adams trade, giving money to guys like Olsen and Irvin. You do that stuff to go to the next level. We did all this, and it looks like we're no better. Yeah, Solari's good. The special teams are good. Derek, there's no salary cap for coaches. There's no salary cap for coaches. You can fire whoever you want to fire. By the way, this is for DJ Dallas for dropping the ball in the end zone. Yeah, that's for you. You turned 7 points into 2 points. Yeah, so thanks a lot, dude. I mean, he's a running back. He's not a defensive end who never touches the football. Yeah, okay. Pigeon. Think about it like this. The Saints lost their quarterback. The Saints lost their quarterback and they're still winning games. We lose our right tackle and everything goes to hell. Yeah, special teams was good. Special teams tried to help us win. Yeah, Empower. I mean, today's the day to be mean. I'm usually not mean, but this team has made me mean. Yeah, and you guys don't understand how bad it is that we're wasting this season. Like people are saying, we're still going to win 10 games, still going to go to the playoffs, maybe win a. We had an easy schedule. Other teams had bigger injury issues than us. I mean, the Saints lost their QB. The Bucks lost their best player on defense. Um, the Packers lost a game to the freaking Vikings. There were a whole bunch of things that played out in our favor so that we could go in and do something special this year, and we've completely wasted it. This team is not going to go on the road and make a big, deep playoff run. We needed to get home field. That's a good point, JR. Yeah, Dak Prescott. And I'm not saying the Cowboys would have been good with Dak Prescott, but Dak got hurt, completely made them a non competitive team this year, one of the worst teams in the league. They would have at least been okay. The Vikings fell off, the Bears fell off. Not that they were that good to begin with. Aaron, that wasn't Penny Hart's fault. That was DJ Dallas's fault. What Penny Hart didn't have that much of an opportunity to do anything else. I don't know what happened to the Seahawks. I don't care about that stuff. That was 6 years ago. I'm living in the here and the now. Yeah, I'm not mad at Penny Hart for that one. Yeah, Arizona is a mediocre at best team, by the way, guys. I think today proved it. Arizona is below average. Wow. Are the Seahawks and Chiefs both going to lose to 4-7 teams? Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brandon. Like last year, it was kind of fine. The year before, it was kind of fine, but it's not fine anymore. Not this year. Not after the Jamal Adams trade. Jamal Adams trade equals Super Bowl or bust. And the team, I don't even know if they're better. They got to win out to prove, in one way at least, they're better. Y2K, thank you for the 600, the 666. Spending a first round pick, a fourth, and I believe a fifth round pick for Penny, Homer, Dallas is totally unacceptable. Basically, no starters and a ton of assets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not good. Like I know people like DJ Dallas. I don't know why. I swear to God, some people think that just because a player puts the Seahawk helmet on their head, they become some stud. It's like I get people saying, like, do you think we need to use Freddie Swain more? Do you think we need to use DJ Dallas more? It's like, no. Have they shown you anything? Like, if they deserve to be used more, they should be doing big stuff out there with the opportunities they get. Yeah, see, I'm getting rated by Giants fans. I don't care because they're getting me more money because I'm getting more views. All right, guys, I got to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. So I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Nobody send a super chat for the next like 4 minutes because I won't see it because I'm going to be, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm back. Browns kicked ass today, man. By the way, I know the Giants are playing good right now, but it doesn't freaking matter. They were playing Colt McCoy at QB. We lost to Colt McCoy. Yes, Aaron, they definitely did. No, Russ is probably okay. If you're keeping it real, Russ is better than Lamar, but Lamar is poo. That doesn't mean anything, guys. Touchdown, Kansas City. Aaron, I don't have a lot of faith in this defense right now. I don't. They're playing pretty good, but I don't believe in them. Watson's better than Wilson, yeah. Look at the shit Watson is doing right now. I know the team is bad, but Baker is less of an MVP right now than Wilson, and that's saying something. Baker is a game manager. Yeah, he had a good game today, but don't you ever start thinking that Baker Mayfield is anything more than like above average. I don't know, Steven. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, Imus. Maybe Austin. He's actually having a pretty good year. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with DK. There's nothing wrong with what DK's doing. I don't know how you could put any of this on him. Yeah, I have to put it on something like that. It really just feels like Wilson isn't caring about playing football as much as he should right now. Offensive line is fine. Our offensive line is fine, guys. Well, Lions, Tigers, Bears were kind of trapped. Yeah, Aaron, he needs to go so badly. It's not even funny. Wilson is making the offensive line look bad by running into pressure. The offensive line is not bad. It wasn't great today, but don't you dare give Wilson that excuse. Yeah, of course they're trolls, Money Settle. Yeah, guys, again, chat is moving very fast right now. I'm doing the best I can. I had never heard of the Sierra is actually a dude um thing before a couple weeks ago. Did not know that was a thing, but apparently it's been around for a long time. I haven't read for pleasure in a long time, Y2K. Austin, I'm wondering. I don't think Wilson would want to go to the Jets. Okay, Angie Bat, stop spamming all caps. Jeez. I mean, it's not. I mean, at worst, Ken Norton is just not doing anything. I don't know, Michael, but was a conspiracy theory back in the day. There was a conspiracy theory back in the day that Sierra is a tranny or something. Yeah, I know Russ has a no trade clause, so you would have to get him to agree with it, obviously. But it's not impossible. I think it's far more likely that you just dump all the coaches. Yeah, Y2K, that's no bueno. You can't cut Russ either, dummies. 72 million dead or whatever the hell it is. Let's focus on what we can actually do and what we can't do. Top value, stop spamming the same comment over and over. Jesus. Carson has no trade value. He gets injured way too much. Maybe so, Aaron. Maybe so. But was he sick against the Rams? Was he sick against the Bills? You know, Like, at the end of the day, if this current core of coaches and players is not capable of winning a Super Bowl, then I want to move on to the next core. I want to get the people out of here who can't get it done and get some people in here who might be able to get it done. It could be worse, but it could be better. Well, the only Russ trade that makes sense would be a trade to either get up in the draft for Lawrence or Fields. If you can't do that, then I don't see it working. Guys, Ryguy is trolling. Stop asking if he's out crazy or feeling bad or something. He's just trolling. Everyone calm down. Zario, that's not bad. I don't know if Jacksonville would take Carson for James Robinson, though. Of course I would be, Austin. Yeah, Aaron. I'm really kind of sick of. I don't know. I mean, I know he's going to be the quarterback going forward, but I'm kind of irritated with him right now. I don't want to look at him right now. I seriously just don't want to look at that dude for a little while. Aiden, I have answered that question in this chat multiple times. Stop asking the same question in chat over and over. Evan Engram, he's very talented, but he does a lot of dumb stuff. Our offensive line is not that bad, guys. I don't see that. Aaron, I have a PS4 and I play on computer too. T. Patrick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm coming back to. Does he actually not care about football as much as he used to because of all the? I mean, I know he's a person, right? I know Russell Wilson. I know Russell Wilson is a man who is thinking about his long-term goals, his life after football. I understand that, but I can't help but feel like he's gotten bigger than the game of football all of a sudden. Introverted. That better not be what it was. I better not be. DJ Reed, he's fine. Aiden, the only trades that make sense would be Jacksonville or Jet New York, so you can get Lawrence or Fields. Lawrence or Fields. And you know, the thing that really sucks is that we're trapped. we're trapped because we just gave Carroll an extension. We just gave Wilson an extension. We're stuck. It feels like we're stuck. I know you can technically fire Carroll, but it's a lot to ask. It's like firing John Gruden. You can't fire Gruden because you pay him so much money over the next several years. It just feels like we're stuck. It, you know, yeah, Russ needs to stop with the off the field bullshit. Yeah, it does get on my nerves because I hear Wilson saying, "Oh, in 15, 20 years, I want to, I want to, I want to own the Seahawks. I want to be a billionaire. I want to own the Sounders." How about you play football? Y2K, what are you talking about? Hat bet? I'll make you a super dono versus hat bet. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Kyle, I don't want to say for sure what it is. I do wonder about certain things with him, though. All right, Trevor, you're out of here. You're spamming the same goddamn comment over and over. I've had enough of that. Enough of that. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know if anything can change. The only thing I could see changing is the coordinators, and okay, that would be nice. I don't think Wilson's depressed. You could convince me that he's sick, I guess, because a lot of people are saying that he might be sick. Um, but I just feel like this bull. You can like, is it the single solitary reason why he's sucking all of a sudden? No, but I really okay. Y2K, all right. T Patrick catch, all right. Y2K. Um, a hat costs more than $5 though. But I guess the odds of the T Patrick catch winning the game are okay. I'll take you up on that. I'll take you up on that Y2K. I'll do that. Yeah, Eddie, he fumbled the ball twice on the same play. He fumbled the ball twice on the same play. Well, Kyle, my question is, can you trade Wilson? Is that even possible? Because he has a no trade clause. If you try to trade him to Jacksonville, he's going to be like, I'm not going to Jacksonville. Are you kidding me? If you trade him to the Jets, is he going to go, I'm not going to New York? I'm not playing for that. Y2K, all right. I'll take you up on that, man. So Tim Patrick needs to catch a game-winning catch. All right, I'll do it. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want a core that can compete for a Super Bowl, and I'm having a really hard time believing that this group of players and coaches can compete can actually win another Super Bowl. I think they can be a good team, get close, do some good stuff, win more games than they lose. But I don't believe they're going to win a Super Bowl right now because this was a primo opportunity this season, and they're pissing it down their leg. So if I don't believe that these are the guys who can get to that point, then I want to move on to the next group of players and coaches. Yeah, Michael. Yeah. If it will get me to the next group that actually allows the team to win a Super Bowl, then hell yeah. I will suck for 5 years and then go win another Super Bowl over taking a second round exit every year for the next 5 years. 100%. No brainer. I don't know how anybody could say they'd rather just go, second round exit for 5 straight years. DK, I feel like maybe Schottenheimer got figured out a little bit. Ryguy, thank you for the $5. The reason I say I want Pete Carroll to get COVID is because that's the only way we get a new head coach. Guys, dark humor is, guys, don't take it too serious. Sometimes we express ourselves with dark humor. Sometimes we use humor to get through tough times, and today's not a good day. Okay? Everybody chill out. It's not that big of a deal. Some people use humor to get through stuff. I'd love that to happen, Aaron. Hundred people in the stream right now, by the way, guys. Thank you everybody for coming out. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. You can click the join button down below to become a channel member as well. Yeah, Beanie, the Giants are not a bad team, but they also had their backup QB out there. DK, maybe he's just not capable. Maybe he's not capable of adjusting. I mean, not yet introverted. I will. I love Cop Pizzle though, so I will watch. I like Cop Pizzle's channel. I really do not understand fans who are okay with just being good. I don't go for it, man. I do not accept that. I'm not a Browns fan anymore. Maybe 10 years ago, okay. I would have been okay with a team that was just good and never won the Super Bowl. Now that I've seen my team win a Super Bowl, I can never go back to that. No, Ori is not in here. Like, I made that video before the season started where I said, if this team does not get to the NFC title game at least this season, I want people to get fired. And I had people laughing at me like, "Oh, dude, aren't you just happy winning more than you lose?" And I'm like, "No." Oh, Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh my God. Tyreek Hill is such a prick. Ace, I wonder. Tyreek Hill is such a prick. Well, Tyreek Hill scored, but he literally stopped to dance around on the 1 yard line for like 5-10 seconds before he went in. Okay, holding on the offense, so it's not even going to count. Wow, so he did all that for nothing. Oh, Corbin, play calling is definitely a part of it. Kyle, it depends on what the philosophy is going forward. I think that if you want to keep Pete, you need to trade Wilson. I really do. I don't think you can keep both. I think you have to let go of one. Maybe it could just be Schottenheimer, but I feel like that's a little too optimistic. I don't think Wilson's the kind of QB that Carroll wants. I really don't. I think he would rather have a game manager QB like imagine if you had Mitch Trubisky who wasn't an idiot. I think that's the kind of QB Carroll wants. Imagine if you had a QB like Trubisky, except smarter, like, a big arm, manages the game, doesn't turn it over. I think that's what Carroll would like. Yeah, Austin, and we haven't made it past the second round since. I think he just wants a QB who won't turn the ball over and can make a few big throws a game. Yeah, DK, that's actually a pretty decent comparison. Ryan Tannehill. I mean, I'm not giving up on Wilson in the sense that I want him off this team, but he's on his own. Like, I'm not defending the dude anymore. I cannot defend him anymore. And I might have to retire my Let Russ Cook series because Wilson has proven that he can't handle the cooking against a decent defense. I don't even know if I want to let Russ cook anymore until he proves he can actually handle it. I mean, I don't want Wilson out of here right now, but he is going to have to prove himself, period. I mean, again, I want to stress something real quick. Let Russ cook was never about throwing the ball a lot. It was always about passing the ball in obvious passing situations. And I still think we need to do that. Yes, Ario, I might do a video on that tomorrow. I might do a video on that tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, this team is not going to win anything This team is not going to win anything running the ball, 60% of the time. I'm not saying that. You still need to pass when you need to pass and run when you need to run. It's a situational thing. It's not, oh, we just need to pass and pass and pass and pass and pass. That's not how this works. It's dumbest. I mean, imagine if Wilson hits Freddie Swain wide open on that last drive. He had Swain wide open, overthrows him by 5 yards. If he hits that play, we've got a minute left and a timeout inside the 20. We're probably going to win that game. Well, Beanie, if it's too cold in Seattle for Wilson to play well, then he needs to get the hell out because it's not going to get any warmer here. Not in his lifetime. Broncos hanging tough. Robert, I actually don't agree with that. I think Carson, even though we are a better team with Carson, that doesn't change the fact that Carson can't stay healthy. Well, not in Wilson, not until after Wilson retires will that make much of a difference, introverted. Penny's coming back soon. Yeah, I don't know if Disley just kind of. I don't know what's going on with Disley. Maybe he's just gotten injured one too many times. But he was a threat last year, and he's not a threat right now. Like, honestly, the play where Disley caught the ball and was a half yard short of the first down, Lockett should have been the target. Yeah, I do think Schottenheimer is a big part of the problem here. He hasn't figured this out yet. Yeah, yeah. Is it just me, or did Carlos Hyde look like he didn't have good control of his legs today or something? Like, when you compare Hyde to Carson when you're watching these games, hey Jack, Carson looks so much better. It becomes impossible to not see how stark of a difference there is. I mean, maybe Dunlap's playing hurt. I'm sorry, not Dunlap. Hyde. Well, Zillahawk, he played some really bad defenses. And I also do think, in fairness, Schottenheimer has gotten figured out. Those first 5 games, Schottenheimer was doing some killer stuff. And since then, maybe he's been figured out a little bit. And he hasn't adjusted. Maybe he's not capable of adjusting. I know, and Carson was playing really good. Like, did something happen? There was no reason to not give him a full workload today. Okay, but today it cost you a game, K. Ruiz. At a certain point, you need to go, okay, we need to win this game. It's time for Carson to either sink or swim. Yeah, I'm not here to rag on Hyde. I think Hyde's a decent backup running back, but man, he looks slow today. I don't know what's up with that. No, in Power, I thought we were past this. I thought we were past this in Power. I really did. Well, God, Carson's never 100%, is he? Oh, and also, we have used draft picks on running backs in recent years. We used to pick on Penny, used to pick on Homer, used to pick on Dallas. So if Carson gets hurt and we don't have any good running backs, guess whose fault that is? It's our front office. Our freaking front office wasn't able to get the right running backs. Yeah, that's why I'm so negative right now, guys. I'm sorry. It can't be helped. This season, after you make the Jamal Adams trade, this season is Super Bowl or bust. And this doesn't look like a Super Bowl. So guess what that makes it? Yeah, Shaq played fine today. I mean, you're playing Colt McCoy, so whatever. A Pigeon winning out, like at this point, do we even want to win out? Because winning out probably gets you the 2 seed or the 3 seed or the 4 seed. Wouldn't you rather get the 5 seed? I don't know. Because there's no first seed unless the Saints lose out. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. We're not going to be the 4 seed. I guess we could be the 3 seed. I mean, honestly, with what I saw today, it doesn't matter that much how we play. It doesn't really matter who we play. The team I saw out there today won't beat anybody. Yeah, the Saints defense is for real. They're better than I thought they were. I will say that. The Saints D is legit. Better than I thought for sure. I mean, my barometer for success this season has not changed. Like, you make the NFC title game, or else I'm going to wonder why the hell is this team not improving. And unless you lose Wilson for the season or Adams for the season or something like that, that's not going to change. Okay, yeah, Chad Wheeler sucks. Then help him. Give him a running back to chip. Give him a tight end to chip. Don't just sit there and say, oh, Chad Wheeler sucks. We may as well forfeit. No, say Chad Wheeler sucks. Let's help him, you know? Guys, for the last time, Ryguy is trolling. Stop acting like he's being serious and like acting like, oh, what do you mean? No, he's trolling, guys. Calm down. I did see that, K. Ruiz. Okay. Chiefs first down. All right, Y2K. I don't know if you're still in the stream or not, but the Broncos defense is going to have to come up with a stop right here, or else T. Patrick ain't catching nothing. Okay, clutch. I mean, maybe we're not a playoff team, but we are going to make the playoffs. That's objective fact. It's pretty much impossible for us not to. We could make the playoffs at 9-7. No, no way. Yeah, I do seriously. I am wondering if Wilson's off-field crap is making him not love football the way he used to. I am wondering about it, and I usually hate that kind of stuff. That's like Skip Bayless garbage, where he says, "Oh, LeBron James sucked today because he's thinking too much about all his charity work in Zimbabwe or something." I usually hate that garbage, but I have to wonder. Well, yeah, it's not like Colt McCoy sliced and diced us, but whatever. Colt McCoy got the dub. Okay, Dylan, but if it gets to the point where it's affecting their game negatively, then I, as a fan, have every right to throw to bitch about it. He can do that stuff, but if it starts affecting his game, then you better believe I'm gonna I'm gonna have a big problem with it. We didn't pay him $35 million so he could be inconsistent. And again, I don't like people saying stuff like that. Usually, I think it's hot take, stupid crap. Like again, like I said, when people say things like, "Oh, Skip Bayless says this thing. Oh, LeBron sucked because he thinks too much about his charity work." Like, I don't know. I am wondering if the podcast and the branding and the YouTube and uh, I mean, that's kind of cringe. Like, we can all agree, right? It's kind of cringe that he trademarked "Let Russ Cook." Like, I'm not saying it's definitely that, but I am actually it crossed my mind. Maybe he is sick. Maybe he is sick. I don't know. I guess it's possible. But I don't know. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of making excuses for him. Not when he's making $35 million. Yeah, Zilla Hawk. People have been talking about that a little bit. Aaron, with all the money he's making, he better have a system set up where that doesn't, get to him like that. Mm. How many rushing yards does Saquon have this year, by the way? Is it like 13 or something? Okay, 3rd and 12. Broncos can get the ball back. Mahomes rolls out, checks it down to Kelsey. I don't know how he completed that, but he did, and 4th and 2. Yeah, you guys don't know how to spell Sierra's name. I thought I was just leaving it alone because I knew what you guys were talking about, but Sierra Mist is a soda. Well, Drop Top, if he hasn't done it by now, how is he going to do it now? Like, think about it. It's week 13. It's week 13. Field goal for Kansas City. It's up and it is good. 6-point game. Flag. Delay game. Oh, I thought they got that off. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, usually I love throwing the ball, but you can give it to Carson and usually count on him to pick up half a damn yard. Yeah, DK had another drop, but that's DK. Yeah, Beanie, that got on my nerves too. That was the one obvious thing Carroll did today that got on my nerves. Field goal's up and good. Yeah, Dallas, definitely not. Um, okay, but Drop Top, why is it taking so friggin' long to adjust? We've lost 4 games now. The 1 seed is gone. Like, I'm inclined to believe that if we were capable of figuring out the cover 2, we would have done it by now. Yeah, Aaron, another screw you. Yeah, screw you, DJ. That was a touchdown that you let roll out of the back of the end zone, you dummy. Okay, here we go, guys. JR, I think it is. It sucks too because I like Colt McCoy. I've liked him ever since he was in college. Drew Lock almost threw a pick off a tip. All right, here we go. Yeah, I was up. Yeah, Michael. I watched upstairs. Sometimes I swear we don't practice, man. Well, yeah, Brent. DK Metcalf's never going to have a high completion percentage. He's just not. It's not his game. Yeah, Dallas. My confidence in this team is completely shot. Almost intercepted. Fourth down coming up. Okay, guess who is definitely not going to watch the fifth quarter tonight? Take a wild guess on who is not, I repeat, not watching the fifth quarter tonight. Drew Lock intercepted. And that's the game. Chiefs win. Kyle, it's hard because the big things in this team, I do think you need to either get rid of Schottenheimer or you need to get rid of Pete or you need to get rid of Wilson. So there's that. In terms of smaller things, maybe I think we need to find. I think maybe we need to make a bigger investment. I mean, God, it's so hard because so much of this stuff is just locked in. I think we need better corners. Brent, he did when he was in New England, but there are a couple of mitigating factors surrounding that. It's not black. That issue is not black and white. Brent, there's a lot going on there. All right, guys. So the stream's going to go down in a little bit here because the game's over. I got some stuff to do, and then I'll go live. Yeah, Nicholas. Y2K, thank you for the $5. Let it be known I paid my bet. T. Patrick is still awesome. He is, but didn't quite work out. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to do Among Us tonight if we can get enough players. So if you're already in the server, go into the server and say that you can play Among Us tonight so we know if we have enough people. If you're not in the server, get in the server. You cannot play unless you're in the Discord server. Good job, Nicholas. You did well today. Dude, imagine if I had made a parlay Stanford money line with Giants money line. DracuB, I think we're probably going to get started about 9 to 9:30 and start adding people. So less than an hour, maybe a little more than an hour. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wind it down. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Again, sub to the channel if you like the content. Like the stream if you haven't already. And yeah, I think that'll do it for me today. So peace out. Go Hawks. It's not a good day, but the beat rolls on. DracuB, look in the video description.